Grateful for you too, Dom. See you. All right, guys, we about to get started. Um, all right, man. All right, so this one's gonna be about Canva today, man. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly. I'm vibing right now. Go ahead, drop a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Or Kyra, just give me a thumbs up because I can't really see the chats. Kyra, if you can hear me right now, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. All right, bet. All right, y'all. So right now we're looking at canva.com, right? We're looking at canva.com. Pretty simple interface to understand and to learn, right? So I want to bring you guys to basically the first step, right? And what you're going to be looking for. So to be honest, when I go into creating designs, for me, if I don't have a purpose or if I don't have an intent, then it makes this really difficult. So my number one tip, the first thing that you guys can write down if you guys are taking notes, is that you want to go into this with an intention, right? You want to already know what you're editing for, right? Otherwise, this is just gonna feel, difficult, right? So once you get into the platform, right? Once you actually get into canva.com, you want to go ahead and search, right? The first thing you want to look at is the search bar, right? You can actually search anything. So like a lot of times when I'm creating something, like let's say I'm about to do a focus group, right? You guys can see that in my recent searches that I was looking for focus, right? Canva is so dope that it'll actually pull up a bunch of templates that are surrounding that topic, right? So even if I don't particularly like any of the templates that I'm looking at, it's still pretty good that it can kind of get me in the general vicinity of where I want to go, right? So that's pretty cool. I really love how the search bar works on here. It's pretty accurate and it finds things that are pertaining to what you're looking for. Like if I was to look up Instagram stories, for example, right? You can see that everything that pops up is gonna already be in the size necessary for an Instagram story. This is super dope because if you want to create content, for the team, you're not gonna want to make it on an Instagram story template. And let me go ahead and just turn this down just a little bit more. I'm really vibing right now. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay. So you're definitely not going to want an Instagram story template for, something square that you want to drop in the Telegram chat or something square that you want to put on your Facebook feed. This is going to be strictly for Instagram stories, right? And this goes ahead and puts you, in a creative space where you don't have to worry about cropping anything out when you go to post. So, that's something that's super helpful as well, right? So that's a tip that you guys should write down is that, the search bar is your friend. Search bar is definitely your friend, right? You literally just search anything at all, like even business cards. And it's no surprise at all that it's already in the correct shape, right? I'm gonna show you guys how to edit these in just a second. But I just want to show you guys that you can find templates super, super easy. And a lot of these are free and easy to use and maneuver around. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the home page, guys. We're gonna go back to the home page. And I want you guys to also keep in mind of these tabs up here, right? So it looks like my computer is bugging out just a little bit. In 1 second. All right, you wanna basically just keep an eye on this tab up here, right? Because I felt like I was missing out on a lot when I first started using Canva, simply because I just didn't explore enough, right? If you actually go here and you just look, you'll be really shocked at what you'll find. You can make anything from product placements, right? So let's say you wanted to start a t-shirt line, but you didn't do a photo shoot for it. You can actually come here, right? Look at all the print products that they have going on, and you can actually edit your designs onto like a t-shirt or a book. A lot of different creative things that you can find here. So definitely I would tell you guys to go ahead and explore these tabs up here, right? Now this call is only going to be an hour, so I got to be short and sweet. But I'm gonna just give you guys a heads up. YouTube is a super, super good, resource for finding information on Canva. There's a ton of videos that go over tips and tricks, right? But I'm gonna also be really honest with you guys and just tell you that it's so easy that you could really probably figure it out for yourself after this call. Okay. So over here to your left, you'll see a drop down menu, right? And so right now you can see that we're on the recommended for you tab, right? Once you guys start to design, different templates and things of that nature, everything that you design will be over here in this tab called all your designs, right? So you can see that like I started a few designs. Some of these you guys have already seen posted, but you see that I can get to any of my designs right from this tab right here, and it'll be just like I left off. So you don't have to worry about saving anything. It pretty much handles that for you, and you just go in and you just start creating, right? Before I was in this business, I had a little bit of experience with graphic design. So when I heard about Canva, I wasn't really too interested because I was like, I could just use Photoshop or something, right? Like why would I use Canva when, I got this expensive Adobe application that I can just use whenever I want, right? But the thing is, Canva makes it so simple that, it almost is stupid to not use it, right? And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I mean in just a second, right? So I'm gonna go back to the home page, right? All your designs, that's where you're gonna find all your designs. But right here, this part is super interesting because this is gonna be how you can actually design a template with somebody else, right? So you can actually share designs while you're in here. You can actually share designs, and all you have to do is pretty much send an email to somebody, and just like a Google document or a Google folder, you can actually do collaboration projects with other people, right? Now, brand kit, I'm not extra familiar with it, but from what I understand, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to upload your logo here, and what it's going to do is going to break down the color palettes of your logo so that every single thing that you design in Canva can be in alignment. So, for example, I know my guy trainer Will, he has the Savages chat and he has the Savages logo, right? And in that logo, you see a lot of greens and a lot of reds, right? So if we were to upload his logo here, it would pretty much break that down, give all his brand colors, all of the fonts that it can analyze in his logo, and then every single design that he makes here will look exactly like it's part of his business. So you can stay within alignment, because that's going to be a big part of branding is repetition. People need to see the same colors and the same design over and over and over again. That's why when you go to McDonald's, the colors on the cup and the colors on the Happy Meal box and the colors on everything that they're going to hand you is going to be the same as their logo. It's not for no reason. It's because people need to identify you with the font and with the colors. It's going to be super key, right? So without further ado, I'm going to go into how you can pretty much make a simple design very quickly, right? So let's do something on the fly, right? Somebody give me a topic or a name of a call that they would like me to go and create. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing just so I can see the chat. Go ahead and drop the name of a call, or give me a topic, man. Give me something I can work with in the chat, and I'm gonna just make a design on the fly. I want to show you guys how simple it is, man. It can range from tacos to any call that's on Trade Smart Academy, man. Give me something, guys. Ooh, somebody said Bitcoin. Okay, hold on. Salads, Audi R8. Ooh, okay. And I got you, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and make you the host. Give me one sec. Let's see. Share screen. Make host. Boom. Got you, brother. All right. All right. Oh, on the flyer. Oh, I'm super coachable. I'm sorry. My mentor said jump. I don't know what he up to, but I'm gonna jump. You feel me? He said make him the host. I'm just gonna make him the host. All right, bet. So we're gonna make this one about Bitcoin just to stay in alignment, because I need Bitcoin to go to the moon. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen one more time. Boom. All right, bet. So this is how we rocking, man. So the first thing I'm gonna do if I want to make a design, right? I told you guys we gotta have intentions. So let's just say I want to make. Let's see, man. I know I want to make something about Bitcoin, right? Let's just say I want to make an Instagram post about Bitcoin. So I'm going to click on Instagram post, right? Now, there's two ways that you can look up the templates, right? You can search up here. You could do Instagram post, okay? And it's going to bring up all these different options, right? Right? It's going to bring up all these different options on the side. And this is just a way that, if you're ready to work, it's very simple to go ahead and click one and get started, right? But I'm gonna show you guys how you can see all the templates on one screen because this is like my favorite way to look at it. So check this out. Let's say I go here and I go Instagram post. Watch, and you'll see the difference in how it pulls it up. Okay, Instagram post templates. Okay, and then I see every single Instagram post template in one spot. So I can scroll down and get a wider view of everything that Canva has to offer that I can post on Instagram. Okay. Don't sleep on Canva, man. They really just hand it to you on a silver platter. Cause like think about it like this. Like, let's say I wanted to create a design like this, right? I would have to find somebody to make this design, right? I would have to go find the font. They just put everything together and just make it changeable, right? So let's say I clicked on this template, right? Guess what? Now I can change the font. So I could change the words to whatever I want, and I can still use their image. See what I'm saying? So let's say I was doing a call on zodiac signs, right? Boom. I could just use this, change this to all about zodiacs. And guess what? It's just gonna fill it in. See that, guys? Easy, super easy. But you guys want to see a design on Bitcoin, so I'm about to give it to you plain and straight. Okay, let's find something that'll look nice because I don't want to just make something I can't really use. I could use some on Bitcoin. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna scroll. I'm looking for something nice, something that pops to my eyes and what the intention is, right? So let's say, let me see, man. I'm about to just pick a random one in a minute. We about to make magic out of nothing. That's how we do it on Canva. All right, let's say we're doing it like this. All right, let's say I want to use this template right here. And y'all are probably thinking right now, like, what is he about to do with this? How is this, how is this gonna really, help me make a design about Bitcoin, right? Because this obviously has nothing to do with Bitcoin right here. So I'm gonna show you guys, right? So the first thing that I look at is what can I change on here and how can I make this suit me? Right. So let's say I wanted to change this. I'm gonna change this to I'm gonna change this to my Instagram name. So I'm gonna make it underscore Wealthy Trey. Okay. And then it goes as deep as to even being able to just kind of do things similar, right? So like this is obviously not my profile picture, but I know that I can just delete that, right? And I can put any picture here, right? So let's say, let me see, let's go to photos. And let's just go to my uploads. So if you go to uploads, every single thing that you've ever uploaded here is gonna pop up over here. So let's say I add this, okay? And I wanna get it in this circle. Bear in mind, I have never dealt with this particular part, right? I never did this part. So let's just see how easy it is to figure it out, okay? So let's say, maybe I have to move it backwards. Maybe is that what I, no, okay. Okay. All right, let's just give up on that little circle part because that's stressing me out right now. All right, so check this out. Let's say I wanted to go ahead and replace the photo that was in the square with my own photo, right? Canva's pretty smart. So as you guys kind of saw before, it kind of placed my picture on there already. And if you ever make a mistake or need to back out, you can always hold Control and Z. Just tap Control Z and it'll just back out like nothing happened, right? Just like nothing happened. Okay, I'm gonna click my photo, drag it, boom. And you see Canva just kind of automatically placed it. But what it did was it cropped my photo. Don't like that. So I'm gonna back out and I'm gonna go ahead and just do the work myself. I'm gonna go ahead and crop the photo myself so that it can't make the mistake, right? And it's okay to have some struggles with this. You're not going to be perfect, right? This is to help everybody on the call. So like I have some graphic design experience, but even if you don't, like you can definitely make this work for you. So check this out. I'm going to pick my picture. I'm going to hit crop, okay? And I'm actually going to crop it to a square off rip because I see that it wants to post a picture. Boom. Now it didn't have a choice, right? It didn't have a choice. Now it's gonna have my picture there. I'm gonna make sure that this is straight. Boom. We'll worry about this little circle thing later. Okay. And then as you can see, like if I click around, you'll see that there are different layers in the photo, right? That brings me to this button up here that's called position, right? If you click this button here, it'll actually start to move the layers back and forth on this plane, right? It's a little difficult to explain, but just check this out. So if I click this and I hit position and I say that I want to move it to the front, right? Or let's say I click my photo right here and I want to move it backwards, right? Now my photo is still in the picture. It's just behind this layer, right? That's going to be some key information for you to know, because when you start to get to designs kind of like, let me see, kind of like this right here, you're going to have a lot of layers to move. I don't know if you guys saw this in the chat, but this is a lot of layers right here. You got this layer that's sitting on top. You have this layer that's kind of sitting in between. So if I move over here, you'll see that it'll go underneath, right? But it's still sitting on top of this back image right here. So like if I click on this and I hit position and I want to move it all the way up to the front, boom, guess what? Now it's slick in front of my text. The opacity is just down. So if I turn the opacity all the way up, you'll see that it's actually in front of my text. All right. Now, if I hit my text, or if I hit this and then I hit position again and I move it just one step back, I might need to go another step back. Boom. Then guess what? Now it's back behind my text. That's where I wanted it. Right. Just like with let me see. But just like with anything else, right? Just like with anything else, you just want to have everything in position, right? You want to have everything in position. Sorry, guys, I got to do a lot of thinking. I got to create and teach at the same time. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. Drop a 2 in the chat if y'all with me right now, man. I'm still getting used to the Zoom calls. Drop a 2 in the chat if you're with me right now. Okay. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this screen, it's always super tiny to me, man. So like something you can do to zoom in is holding control and scrolling in. Like you can scroll up or down while holding control, and it'll actually pull you closer to the design. All right. It'll actually pull you closer to the design. This is super dope because if you want to edit small things like this text right here, it's so much easier to click on it like this than if it was like how you guys saw it in the beginning, like that, to be going in here and having to click on it and do all of that. So you can actually start to edit the fine details if you just hold control and scroll in. Makes it super easy to get exactly what you want out of Canva. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back to the design we were working on initially, because we don't give up. Even when it's difficult, we don't give up. Because a lot of times, guys, when I'm on Canva, I'm really just winging it. They make it so easy. They make it so easy. So all I did right there, guys, I changed it from being in the back to being in the front. Okay. And it's fit right into their little photo here. And what I want to do, I want to make this about Bitcoin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change my background to make it, more stylish for what we're talking about. Something that Canva has to offer down here under background, you can actually change the background to anything. Like, check this out. Like anything I click on, it'll just go ahead and fill it in for me. So if I want the background to be bricks, if I want the background to be a gradient, right? They make it super, super easy. Okay? That's like one of my favorite parts, because with Photoshop, dude, all of the things I'm showing you right now would be like 5, 6, 8 steps to do. And this just makes it like one click and done. Right? Like one of my favorite parts about this too is that, it'll actually get rid of the background on any photo that you upload. If you click on your photo, whatever you have uploaded, and you go to effects, the first thing you'll see over here says background remover. So if you click on that, it'll actually scan the photo, and you'll see in just a minute that it'll actually get rid of my background. Boom. So then there's me, right? And like I said, we're going to make this about Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and go up here to where it says photos, right? Now, if we go to photos, you'll see in the search bar, it'll instantly say search Photos Pro. But if you're like me, then you like free. right? I'm not gonna pay for Canva. I'm just not gonna do it, right? Because we got way too many other bills to be worried about, and I just don't need another one. So something that you can do to avoid having to look at just the pro is actually click this little filter on the side right here, and then click free under availability. Now, what that's gonna do is it's only gonna pull up the free photos that you have access to, right? It's only gonna pull up free photos that you have access to. So now that I got it on free, I'm just gonna go ahead and search Bitcoin and see what I can find. Okay. So these are my free options for Bitcoin. Let's click on that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the position. And we're gonna move back one. Back again. Let's see. Move back. Okay, so what actually happened was it went behind this part instead of this part. So how can we fix that? How can we fix that? All right, so what we can do is we can just honestly just move this thing out the way. This thing is becoming a hassle, ain't it? Jesus. Push that to the side, move that to the side, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and crop this, right, to make it square. And then what can I do to make this easy? Oh, I know what I could do. I'm actually gonna click this and then I'm gonna move that back, okay? Now, once I do that and bring it back center, then we can just replace what was already there. Okay, and then just further crop this image right here. Boom. Boom. Let's see. All right, I'm actually gonna move this down. Okay. Let me just backspace. See, when you F up, that's why knowing Control Z is the best, right? So we're gonna leave it like that. And because now we know how to fix the problem, just boom, move it to the back, and then just redo the steps. Okay, so I'm gonna click this back one, crop. Okay. Boom. Okay. Now we looking like Jason Brown. Now we looking like Jason Brown out here. Let's go. Let's go. I feel like Jason Brown right now. Jason Brown, who? You feel me? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off because I do have the pro trial and I really like this little coin, right? We be seeing this a lot, right? If you guys just saw Ivan Paycheck's, last post, he actually just posted with a bunch of what the hell? Okay, cool. All right, he actually just posted with some Bitcoin like this in a photo. So I'm just gonna kind of mimic him real quick. And I know you guys keep seeing that it's doing that. What I'm gonna do to prevent that or to attempt to prevent that is I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click that. I'm gonna hold shift and I'm gonna click on everything that I don't want to move right now. Okay. I'm gonna click on everything I don't want to move. Okay. Let me get it off of the text though. Let me see. Boom, boom. Where's the group option? Oh, and then I'm gonna go ahead and up here and I'm gonna hit lock. Okay. Now, once I hit lock, I should be able to go ahead and move my Bitcoin onto the photo without it attempting to lock on me. Boom. And I'm just gonna sit the Bitcoin right there, right? And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back here, I'm gonna unlock it, go to my Bitcoin, go to position, and then move it back one. Boom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who don't know nothing about no Bitcoin, right? All right, but this background kind of chatty though. So we're gonna have to get rid of this little background real quick because I need a different background. Let me see. So I'm gonna go to my backgrounds and I want to make it more like spacey because Bitcoin is like the future. It's like everyone thinks about spaceships and flying cars when they think about Bitcoin. So I want to make it really cool looking, man. So let me do this. And simply because it's not in the background, right? It's not in the background section down here, right? We're gonna have to just kind of make do, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and go to position, and I'm gonna put it all the way to the back. I'm gonna go ahead and put it all the way to the back. And then I'm just gonna kind of stretch it out like that. Oh no. Okay. Go ahead and hit this, lock it, boom, come back here. I'm gonna just stretch this thing on out. Boom, boom. You feel me? But now I honestly, like, personally, I don't think that this is saucy enough. Like, this wouldn't be saucy enough for me to post personally. So we gotta make it just a little bit more saucy. So I'm gonna actually go to the background option again because I feel like I need a little bit of pizzazz on there. So I'm gonna just look up stars, right? See what I get. Okay. So I got some space textures over here that are free, right? You scroll over them, they're free. All right. I'm gonna click on this one right here. Okay. So a lot of y'all probably think that the design like went away, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually just change the transparency. Okay. I'm actually just gonna change the transparency. Oh man, we got a little design back there. Let me delete that. See, make it blank, then do the texture design. It looks like I may have to replace that photo again. Boom. Okay, make sure I lock this so we don't have that issue. Oh, it's locked already. Boom. Stretch this out. Move the position to the back. Like we want it back, 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 back. Okay, cool. Right. And then we're just gonna stretch this thing on out. Just like that. Boom. Okay. And then I'm gonna actually change the transparency of this layer, right? So I'm gonna change that. Where did my stars go though? Okay. One sec, guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and lock the background. Maybe that'll help. Let me see. Oh, I see why it's not letting me do it. Let me make it transparent from the get-go. Boom, and then stretch it out. See if it works better like that. But it keeps getting rid of my little star background. Okay, boom. But you see, guys, like when you're doing this, you gotta like, you just gotta, you gotta have patience, man. You gotta have patience. This is literally like painting, man. If you mess up, you just got to remember Control Z. Control Z will fix everything, right? So I got my image to be transparent, but it wouldn't let me keep the background, I guess because they're battling or something. I don't know. So I'm just going to search up stars in the photos, right? I'm going to search up stars in the photos and I'm going to change it to free because free is for me, okay? I'm just going to go to, let me see. Let me do this one, okay? Stretch it out, okay? I'm going to change the position all the way to the back. Okay, all the way to the back. And I'm going to change the transparency. Okay, now I got both. Now I got both. So I'm going to make that one a little bit better. And I'm going to change the position. So one more up. Let me see to the back. I just need to see my other one. I don't see the Bitcoin thing. Let me see. Boom. It keeps disappearing, guys. Now, I'm not going to lie, that is kind of stressful. I'm not going to hold you, but it's okay. Because I'm going to be honest with you, this would have took me hours on Photoshop. So I'm not even mad to just be spending a little bit more time on it. Let me see. So let's go back to Bitcoin. Let's get another photo. Boom. Got some altcoin representation going on there. I like that. I like that. Okay, boom. All right. I don't want to crop though. I want to move it. I want to stretch that thing out. Okay. And then I want to change the transparency. Wow. It's just not letting me win, guys. But it's okay. Because as you guys can see, like I was able to make a successful photo. Like this is definitely something you could post, definitely something you could use. But you know, why stop there, right? If you actually hit the T button, text will appear, right? If you want to do it the hard way, you can go over here and hit text and, you know, click all of this stuff. But what I like to do, I like to just go ahead and hit the T button on my keyboard and it's going to automatically just make some text appear, right? So what do I want to text here? I want to text, let's say I wanted to text, I want the text to say Bitcoin mastery, right? Bitcoin mastery. That's a little hard to see. right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is make it easy on myself and just turn it white in the meantime. If we gotta change the color, we'll just do that later. See what's going on in the chats, man. You said maybe because I'm putting them all the way to the back. Nah, it's not that, bro, because what it'll do, it'll prioritize whichever one you say you want to the back at that time. So what it should have did was create another layer, but what I'm seeing is that this template is just set a certain way to where like anything that you put to the back instantly becomes the background. That's what I'm seeing with it. But it's not going to do that on everything, probably just this one specific post because of the nature of it. So now I'm going to change the font of my text, right? So let me go find something nice, something cool, man. Let me see. Bitcoin mastery. I don't know. That look kind of corny. I don't want it like that. You see, you guys gotta have some style too, man. Like something I can't teach you is how to just know when it look right. You know, something that helped me a whole lot was just looking at other people's content and then robbing and duplicating. Like that's just what you got to do sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta copy the right cat. Right? You just gotta copy the right cat. So let's say I wanted Bitcoin mastery, right? And we're just gonna keep the font simple today. And what I'm gonna do is I want to kind of play around with that just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this. Okay. Let me see if you hit these little three dots up here in the text control, because this is gonna be how you can change the size of your font, right? And I wanted it stacked like how it was before. So let me change that back. Good old Control Z. And then you can change the color right here. Now it'll actually scan the photo, like whatever you're working on, and it'll pull up all the colors that are in there. It's only pulling up the background colors right now. Like I said, I think I pulled up the wrong template today for you guys, but it'll pretty much pull up all the colors that it scans from your photo, and you can just pick from there. But I don't want this dark color, so I'm gonna go here and let's choose something a little bit cooler. So let's go there, there. That's kind of cool, but it's kind of like, mm-mm. You see how it scans the background and the photo that I added. Like right here, you can see the background photo right here and all the colors that are in it. And so actually, let's actually stick with that one. Let's go ahead and stick with that one. And what I want to show you guys is over here, you can change anything from the spacing of the letters to the line height. Right? That's going to be key. That's really the sauce because you can make some really cool stuff just by changing this kind of stuff. This is what changes it from. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. Ooh, let's take it back forward though. Let's see. Control Shift Z moves it forward. Boom. Okay. Now we done went from basic military style to Paramount Pictures. You feel me? It's a movie. It's a movie now, right? Look at that. That's fire. Okay, so I'm actually gonna leave it like that. Okay, I'm gonna change the line height. And then something that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click these three lines at the top because I actually want to put it behind me on some cool stuff. So I'm gonna go move it back. See if I didn't get the desired effect, I'm just gonna do it again. Move it back. I can't see though. Poses a little issue. Position back. Let me see. What is a shortcut for moving it back? See, control plus that. You see, it'll give you the shortcut right there. So instead of having to click that, you can just hit control and that button until it moves back the way you want it to. Let me see. Is it me? Oh, it's locked. Duh. Let me see. But where's my text at now? It's back here. It's hiding. Okay. And what I'm showing you guys right now is kind of how to group everything. Like if you just hold, like you click and you drag, you can actually select everything in the photo. That's really good actually because there's a group option on here when you don't have the background selected to where you can kind of group up everything. So let me see if I just hold shift while I click all this stuff. let me actually zoom in. Lock. So when it's locked, it will not move. Okay, when it's locked, it will not move. I hope I'm helping you guys off. I picked the challenging template on purpose. I actually have never used this specific template. Drop a 3 in the chat if you're with me right now. If you're getting value from this. Cool, cool, cool. Because the goal is to grow together, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Canva is so easy. I really just started using it like 2 weeks ago. Like when you guys started seeing me drop flyers, that's when I started using it. So you guys can definitely learn this super fast, super simple. But I'm gonna wrap this template up. I'm gonna go ahead and just add this text real quick, see if I can get it behind me, and then we're gonna move on to one more design, and we'll call it a day. You see, because it should really be moving faster than this. Let me see. So like I said before, you can just hit the T button and it'll pull up text. Super simple. Change it to Bitcoin mastery. Okay. And now I'm gonna attempt one more time to move this behind myself. Boom. Okay. So I got it up. I just need to maybe move my coin back one or move my text up one more time. Forward. Boom. All right, cool. Now that's dope. Now I got Bitcoin mastery behind me. It leaves some elusiveness. You feel me? People are kind of used to seeing text like that. They like that. So something I can do to make the text stand out a little bit more is, let me move it back. And then definitely don't want to do that. See effects, right? If you click on the effects button, they kind of have it laid out already for you. You just kind of click on these different settings that they have, and you can actually change them up. So check this out. So I just hit the splice one, right? I can actually change the thickness of the effect. I can change the offset. I can change the direction. Like now I'm telling you, now it's getting saucy enough to post. You feel me? Now it's getting saucy enough to post. You feel me? You can change the offset, which is going to change, the text in correlation to the outline that it created, right? I think that's super fire. And we can change the thickness too. See, just when I was about to give up on this one, crazy. All right, cool. So now we got that. It says Bitcoin mastery, but I want to go ahead and let everybody know that we are part of TSA. You feel me? So I'm gonna go to my uploads, and as you guys can see, I uploaded a couple. I uploaded a couple attachments to use, or a couple photos that I can use. So I have the Trade Smart Academy logo right here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put it right at the bottom, and I'm just gonna make it a nice size. So I'm gonna put it right here. Boom. Just to let everybody know how we coming. You feel me? I'm gonna put that there, or I can put it in the corner right here, super fire as well. And then I want to let people know that they can scan my photo also. So what I did was I actually made a business card on an app, and I'll give you guys the app because you can make a digital business card, and it'll give you a QR code. You can actually screenshot it and then crop the QR code and then email it to yourself and upload it to Canva so that you always have something for people to scan. The app is called Haystack. It's called Haystack. Go check that out. Go set up your personal business card. And then when you crop it and put it on any of your photos, people will be able to scan it, and then they'll have your entire contact information. Like if you scan this right now, you'll have my phone number, my email, like everything, right? So I'm just gonna put that on the photo as well. Like, let's not do that. Let's not do that. We were just doing good. We're gonna lock that. Okay, we're gonna move the QR code back. Okay, and we're gonna leave that right there. Okay, now let me see. Now let's say you want to add some motion to this, because I know you guys see the flyers where like stuff is moving, and you guys are probably like, man, what the hell? How do you get that to happen? So if you click right here on elements, this is where you're gonna find all the moving stickers, and you can also find different little geographical designs if you're creative like that, that you can also move around and use in the photo as well, right? And they got a bunch of cool stuff in here, right? They got little characters, like I mean, that's super dope. Right? Like you could just put little stickers on there, little cool things. It just depends on what you're making. That's why your intent is everything. Like I intended to make something about Bitcoin, so I just made something about Bitcoin. Easy. Everything is themed and it makes it easy to keep up and stay on task, right? Right here, if we go to Search Elements Pro, I'm not gonna switch it from free to pro because you guys already got the sauce and I got the trial. So I'm gonna go ahead and type in um, I'm gonna type in stickers. Okay. You want to search stickers because what stickers is going to bring up is going to bring up all the motion graphics, right? So everything that moves. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, because I like this one a lot. It's just not the weekend. Kind of sucks. I'm going to go ahead and minimize it. Okay. And let's just say that whatever this was happening on the weekend, right? I could actually place it like here, and then we could kind of like move it move it sideways by clicking this down here. Because at first, when I first started, I was like, dang, how do I make it turn? Right? You can click this little turn option at the bottom of the picture. I wasn't looking at the bottom. I felt so silly, but you got to have someone to tell you that sort of thing sometimes. Okay, so you can do that. Put it right there. And now we looking like a flyer from the future. You feel me? Like, oh my god, this is getting kind of sick. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and delete that because I wouldn't keep it in real life. So we're gonna make it realistic. Okay. So let's scroll down. And honestly, guys, less is more. Less is more, but motion is always super good to have in the photo. So don't like do too much, but do just enough, man. Do just enough so that people can like be like, wow, that's pretty interesting. Let me click on that. So let me just scroll around, see what we got. And it'll actually give you suggestions based on what you're clicking on. So like let's say I click on this. You see how it says magic recommendations? I can kind of find anything similar to what I just clicked on by hitting see all. So I'm gonna hit see all, and I'm gonna actually delete this corny one that I picked. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna just scroll through these. It makes it 10 times easier because now I'm looking at only the things that I want to see. I'm gonna click on this. Right, that's a bit much. But like, let me see if I can tone it down somehow. I don't know, incorporate it some type of way. Um, nah, I canceled. Let me see. And I'm gonna be real with you. My creative process is trial and error. Like I put myself in these predicaments where I don't know anything and I just come out knowing everything. You just kind of gotta just click stuff, man. You gotta really be willing to fail in order to win. So let's say I pick this one, right? So I got like some fireworks going on behind me or something. And I'm just gonna move it to the back. I'm just gonna keep moving it till I see it behind my leg. See, boom. All right, cool. Easy. Easy, guys. Oh, and if I want to take it a step further, I can even like click on let me see. So like let's say I wanted to it's locked. That's why. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna hit control and I'm gonna zoom in on what it is I want to click. Let's say I clicked on I don't want to mess it up clicking too much. Okay, so let's say me, for example, if I click this and I wanted to change the way that it looked, right? If I wanted to add kind of an effect to it, don't sleep on the Canva effects because they're sick. They're super sick. If I hit the effects button right here, something that I really like, I like the screen effects, right? And you'll have to connect to them. Like it's weird. So like if I click right here, I can't just instantly start using the effects. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I can't see everything on my screen. So give me 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna go to boom, effects, and then it's gonna have the option for me to connect, right? You're just gonna click on that. It's not gonna do anything stupid. It's just gonna add it to what you have right here. And the barcode thing at the bottom, for you, Maddie, it's my virtual business card that I made with Haystack, and I just basically cropped out the QR code and put it on there. But like I said, guys, don't sleep on the effects because they're super sick. They're super cool. Let's see if I can. Let me see. I actually want to use the screen ones. Let me see if I can do it like this. Where you can get like a really cool result without having to do much at all. Okay. Stencil, fluoride, mood. It's kind of cool, but I don't want to mess my design up. So I'm going to do RBG shift, and then I'm just going to change the amount until it looks like something that I like. So if I wanted it to be extra dramatic, I guess I would leave it like that. But I mean, I could change the angle around. I mean, that's pretty cool. Boom, change it. And just kind of like play with it until you get exactly what it is you want. Like I could just do this right here, give it like a 3D effect to make it just offset just a little bit. And then boom, now it kind of looks like I'm popping out at you. So if I just kind of like hit control and back out a little bit. Oh, it's giving me a little difficulty. One sec. All right, boom. So what I want you guys to practice is backing out from like a phone point of view. You want to see this how somebody's going to see it on their phone too. So like if I back out this much, like I can kind of see what it'll look like on somebody's iPhone. Okay. And I'm gonna take it up a notch. Like I'm gonna go ahead and click the actual background, and then I'm gonna throw an effect on that too. So since I got this little glitch going on, might as well just kind of like make everything follow suit. So I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna click glitch just to see. Maybe do radiate, trace. That's cool. And it changes the entire dynamic of the whole photo. Like just one effect. You feel me? Like we're not even looking at the same thing anymore. Fire. Mood stone. And what I love about this is that it gives everybody a space to like be extra creative. Like nobody can take away your creativity. Everybody's an individual. So like this is just giving people a opportunity to like make their brand stand out and also attract prospects. Cause I don't use Canva to attract y'all. Y'all already know why we here. We here for the money. You feel me? I'm using Canva to attract prospects to my calls. Like I need my prospects on everything that I'm making a Canva flyer for. This is something that a prospect could have got on. You know what I mean? You see, pass through, boom, amount. See if I can switch it up. I kind of like it like this. I don't even care who don't like it. You see, boom, we're gonna move it like that. I don't know. Now it just looked kind of eclectic. I don't know. Let me see if I could switch it up. Dope. That's fire. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay. So this was an example of how to make an easy design super quick. And but before we end it, like I got one more gem to give you guys. Check this out. Right? You guys see this animate button up here? I implore you guys to go ahead and click that guy because it makes everything super simple. Like, check this out. Ooh, ooh, that's what I like. That's what I like right there. Okay. Now that just turned it from a flyer to something like way more interesting. Right? That just made it from a flyer to something way more interesting. Instead of just posting like a very static image, like you can make it interesting. You post this on your story and it's moving, people are like, yo, they're doing something. And you ain't did nothing but hit a button. Look at that. Boom, fire. And you just find the one that works best for your photo. Now, I will say that a lot of these are pro, but y'all know me, free is for me. So I'm gonna go find the free one that I like. I think I like Rise the most though on the free palettes. So you just run it like that. This little circle is bothering me, but it's just gonna be too much to try to figure that out on a Zoom call. You feel me? But I guarantee you that no. The free version does not leave a watermark. As long as you don't use anything that's pro, then you're good. I feel like I've been on the trial for forever. They probably about to charge me. I'm not gonna hold you. Might need to check that out. But once you animate it, right? Once you got the animation on it, you'll see the animation in the top left. And what you want to do, if you're going to post it on your story, is at least make this 30 seconds or at least like 20 seconds. Because you guys know a story post is only 15 seconds, right? So you want it to be able to last the entire story post. Okay, now once you do that, the final step is going to be to download this thing. All right, final step is going to be to download. And I'm actually going to change this up a little bit because the glitch on it is kind of messing with my eyeballs now. Let's do maybe like duotone. See what I can do now. Not mustard. I don't like that. I guess if I was going for something super different, but maybe I don't know if I want to go that different. So we'll just leave it on we'll leave it on radiate, and we'll just turn it like all the way down, maybe to like 2, just to give it that look. People are gonna be like, "This is really cool looking," but I don't know why. I don't know why it's cool looking. Yeah, it's because it's got a little sauce on there. It got a little sauce. Okay, a little sauce. All right. So the last thing you want to do once you have your final design, you want to go over here and you want to hit download, right? And once you get to download, it's going to suggest for you the best file type to do it. But if there's nothing moving in the photo, like if you just came here to make a flyer, you're going to go ahead and change this to JPG, right? You're going to change it to JPG. Okay. If you see that it says PNG and you see that high quality image thing and you want to go with that, go for it. But in my personal opinion, if anything was left transparent or anything like that, it's going to come up transparent when you post it. So my recommendation would be to stick to JPEG because it's not going to be too big to post anywhere. And it's not going to take up too much room in your phone also. So I'm going to go ahead and download that as a JPEG real quick. And it's going to do it fairly quickly. Yo, I appreciate you, Will. Love you, dog. Okay. So right now it's preparing. Boom, save my design, right? But you want this to save with motion because everything has motion on it, right? So you want to go to download and you want to save it as an MP4 video. Now this takes just a little bit longer, but it shouldn't take too long at all. It's only a 20-second clip. So definitely exports fast enough for you to be ready for your call. Because I made the video that I posted with the thread. I literally made that right before the call. So you guys tap in, man. This is gonna be the way that you get people to just hop on. Seriously, people are just gonna be hopping on because they're like, man, the flyer was cool, so why not? You know. Let's see. So while that's preparing, do you guys have any questions at all? You can go ahead and drop them in the chat while we're waiting on this. You guys have any questions at all? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. All right. Cool. So no questions in the chat. That's what's up. That means I must have did a pretty good job. Means I must have did a pretty good job. Once you guys save that, right? Once you guys save that MP4, once you save it as an MP4, the next step is just going to be emailing it to yourself and then downloading it on your phone. Super easy, super simple. And I'm going to actually go ahead and post this in the chat for anybody who missed out. And yeah, I hope you guys learn. And go ahead and just drop a love in the chat. That's going to be the end of this one. I appreciate everybody who got on, everybody who was able to get knowledge from this, man. It was really a pleasure to show you guys and to educate you guys on one of the easiest to use websites. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all and see y'all in the next call.